by the end of this week. Now, in our first report this afternoon, preparations are steadily progressing ahead of the 2025 Uganda Matters Day celebrations, which will take place on June 3rd at Namugongo. This year, Lugazi Catholic Diocese has been entrusted with animating the national event, one of the most significant religious observances on Uganda's calendar. During a joint press briefing, church leaders affirmed that preparations are on track to host the expected influx of over 2 million pilgrims from Uganda, the wider East African region and beyond. The faithful will gather in honor of the 45 Uganda Matters, young Christian converts who were executed between 1885 and 1887 for refusing to renounce their faith. The organizing committee outlined key developments, including the installation of the water and sanitation facilities, expanded medical services, and improvements to infrastructure at both the Catholic and Anglican shrines. Recognized as one of Africa's largest religious gatherings, Matters Day symbolizes unity, sacrifice, and steadfast faith. As the date nears, Lugazi Diocese and partner agencies are finalizing security, health, and logistical arrangements to ensure a safe and spiritually enriching pilgrimage of all.
As you are well aware, last year, during the Catholic Bishops' Conference of June 2024, Lugazi Diocese was chosen to lead the Namugongo celebrations of this year, 2025. This was a great challenge for us as Lugazi Diocese, but which challenge we took on with a lot of enthusiasm and determination. I'm happy to inform you of our achievements and what we intend to do for the 3rd June 2025. When we received the news that Lugazi Diocese was the one to animate the 2025 Namugongo celebration, the first thing we did was to form an organizing committee. This committee is chaired by Father Godfrey Mbowa, who is here on my right, assisted by Dr. Augustine Kato, our diocesan head of the laity, who is here, with Mrs. Prosi Konde as secretary. Father Mugaga Kutesa is our communications officer. There are many committees, and we thank them all because these committees have not left any stone unturned concerning the Namugongo celebrations. We formulated a guiding theme, which we integrated with the Jubilee Year theme announced by the late Pope Francis. The theme runs as follows: "O Lord, let me see again, I, your pilgrim of hope. O Lord, let me see again, I, your pilgrim of hope." This theme is now well known throughout the diocese. It is intended to help our people to renew their life in Jesus Christ. A special prayer in preparation for Uganda Matters Day celebrations was also inaugurated. It has been a daily prayer for all Catholics within the diocese. We came up with a work plan, which we published in a guiding booklet for Namugongo. This is the booklet. And this booklet explains the theme. It shows the organization for the crusades. We have had Eucharistic Congress. Spiritual and sacramental renewal of our people has taken place, and many other things. There's also a summary on the Uganda Matters in this booklet. This year, 2024 up to now, 2025, May, has been a year of spiritual preparation. Namugongo celebrations need a lot of funding. I would like to thank all those who have contributed and all those who have promised to contribute for the success of the Uganda Matters Day celebrations. We are expecting to have a very colorful and nourishing celebration on the 3rd June 2025.
In more news, away from Namugongo, NRM leaders from the Teso sub-region and the eastern region at large have attributed the region's underdevelopment to poor performance and weak lobbying efforts by some of their own party representatives. Speaking at the official campaign launch of David Calvin Echodu, who is contesting for the position of NRM Vice Chairperson for the Eastern Region and Soroti City West Division, the leaders expressed concern over what they termed as ineffective leadership within the party. They said that the failure of certain NRM leaders to deliver on their mandates has negatively affected grassroots mobilization and the party's overall image. The leaders now urge party members to rally behind Echodu, whom they believe can help restore credibility and push for development in the region. Our reporter has more.
Has really put us to shame. It's now God to answer. And that's why we are saying enough is enough. Echodu is a very generous man. He has not only been helping, as he has been helping people, in spite of even having lost. Echodu was able to buy a scanning machine in Soroti Hospital. Echodu was able to buy mattresses to Referral Hospital.
People are still grumbling and petitioning this nation. We don't have somebody on the round table to fight for us. These familiar faces of Mukula have eaten enough. They no longer deliver services to the local people. Let us take the new face of Ochudu and we expect service delivery from him.
The road infrastructure in Teso is not very good. If you look at the health sector, if we just cross this road and went to Soroti Referral Hospital, you'll be ashamed. The beds, the infrastructure, and the facilities that were put in that hospital in 1954 are the same facilities that prevail in that hospital. That is the reason why sometimes we want to try other people, because it looks like the persons that we have failed.
I believe we can change this place. I believe we can bring hope. That's why I offered myself to stand for this position. As a second member, I'll work to reconnect the party to the grassroots. So that the ideas, the thoughts of the party are a reflection of what people need in the grassroots. God has a plan for this country. And the President Museveni has a vision to transform this country into a middle-class society. But it is important we get people who can work with the President to start transforming this country.
In more news, the Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development, chaired by Audrek Ruabogo, has pitched camp in Busoga sub-region as part of efforts to strengthen Uganda's export value chains. The committee is engaging key local stakeholders to promote the production and marketing of 13 priority export commodities. These include coffee, tea, grains, fruits and vegetables, dairy, beef, fish, cement, steel, banana flour, and more. The initiative aims to build local capacity by equipping regional actors with the skills and knowledge necessary to boost agricultural productivity and tap into export markets. The engagement is being held in Bugwedi district at the home of veteran politician and former Iganga district chairperson Shaban Kutu in Ibolanko village. We have more.
And you have the loan and you don't pay in 6 months, the interest becomes compounded. We came here, first Balage connection between Chetulima na Katale. Katibagambe, Bukatale. Tuinayo chetwalage, tuinayo some trade hubs, tuinayo some orders. Kati tuina order eyaba China, bagala simsim 100,000 metric tons of SIMSIM. Tunonyeza Acholi, tunonyeza Lango, netufuna 500 metric tons. Kati munanga okolotya. Wano oina order, chirawa. Wano oina crop finance, oyagala oyambe farmers, ekintu bakikole. Wano ogezaako okufuna omutindo, naye munange eno order is only limited for a couple of months. Because you are not the only supplier of SIMSIM. Senegal does it. They can go to Senegal, they can go to Nigeria. So we have to work hard to ensure that whenever we have those orders, we connect with a common person through their leaders so they understand what it takes.
Our goal will be by next year to be supplying 3 containers per week, which means 12 per month. And we're going to have to top up the production of onions on our farm with the production from smallholder farmers. So that's why we hope to work in some other places with smallholders.
Our friend Shaban Kutu, who has invited us here to Iburanku to be able to talk to the community around. And the issue we are addressing is household income. This has been a rallying promise by the president, rallying the whole country to have household income and food for the family. So to me, as an individual, although I'm a commissioner in the government, I took that message long ago. That's why I'm telling people that every Ugandan at least should rear 1 cow. Because I know every Ugandans have a capacity to rear 1 cow by using grass alongside the road. Because that grass alongside the road has no owner.
A minimum target of 6 billion. We started on 16th of March 2022, $6 billion. At that time when we began, our total exports were $4.2 billion. Now we are at around $8 billion. There is an increase, but that increase is in products that are really not processed. A lot of our coffee goes out, a lot of our gold, a lot of our fish unprocessed. So what PASEI does is, like, if you want primary 7 children to pass in grade 1, you don't work with one teacher. You work with arts and sciences, and that coordination makes all the students pass in grade 1. So PASEI doesn't work alone. We work with trade, with agriculture, with finance, with, even if we face resistance there, we keep pursuing coordination and markets, because we realize nobody does a good thing, nobody has a good idea, and they are welcomed. People need to see that it works. And that's why we are here, to connect with the local community as well as markets.
Thank you for that report. Now, the Ministry of Works and Transport has launched construction of the 34-kilometer Kakindo Kaboya Road and High Valley Swamp Bridge, a project worth 2 billion shillings. The launch event in Kakumido district was met with joy from residents of both Kakumido and Chikube. Take a look.
Local leaders and residents say the long-awaited road project will cut transport costs between the two districts from 50,000 to 5,000 shillings. They expected to ease access to services and boost local trade. At the launch, State Minister for Transport Fred Byamukama said the works will be done using the ministry's force account system. He called for quality work and cautioned against corruption and negligence.
We have seen a problem where such projects are opened up. When using contractors and they're abandoned, you find a contractor who is given a contract doesn't have money to do the project. You bring a minister like how I've come, you open a contract, abandon the site. He's waiting for the government to give advances. That is very wrong, and we cannot accept it. Nowadays, we have brought a mechanism in Ministry of Works. Once the contractor has signed a contract with you, we put a clause to defer to deliver a given percentage within 3 months. Your contract is terminated. But also some projects, because of the teasing problem, the corruption problems, our own engineers at district level connect with those contractors, share the money, knowing that they will give false reports, especially in very far districts where officials are reluctant. But you are picking up those matters and that road should be worked upon.
Engineer Jobla Okulo from the ministry said the project includes upgrading 24 kilometers to first-class Maram and building Haibale Bridge, all within the 2 billion budget.
This financial year, the ministry planned to undertake a number of interventions here in Kakindo. And Haibale swamp crossing, where you have just broken the ground, is one of the swamp crossings. That, in addition to the road that has already been mentioned here, which is 24 kilometers, which has already been opened, and 9 kilometers has been gravelled, were projects that were earmarked for this financial year. Now, this quarter, we plan to commence works on Haibale swamp crossing. The preliminary designs for the swamp crossing has been done, and our surveys reveal that the swamp has 2 active rivers. There is River Kafu, a tributary of River Kafu, and another of River Inkusi.
Buhanguzi County MP Francis Kazini urged residents to support President Museveni in the upcoming elections, citing the road and appointments as signs of government commitment to Bunyoro.
So, President Museveni, from Ministry of Works, we are stakeholders.
Charity Marion Imnat and Andrew Musinguzi for UBC News.
Thank you so much. Now, in another development, women have been encouraged to bear life's burdens without placing blame on others if they are to become effective problem solvers within their homes. This reflection was shared by Pastor Sarah Bunjo, drawing inspiration from the biblical figure Abigail, a woman of wisdom who saved her household from destruction. Take a look.
Office about your purpose. This meeting it's under Abigail, a woman of understanding and beauty. We have different departments in Abigail, so we have this department which we call a woman on her knees. When you learn about this woman Abigail, she had many talents in her, and she did a lot of work in her. And one of the major work she did was to save a generation. She came on her knees and she interceded for the generation. Much as she was married to a foolish man, Nabal. But when disaster came to the land, Abigail did not put the blame on Nabal. She just got off the donkey, knelt down and said to David that put all the blame on me. So this meeting is to encourage women not to blame shift, not to say this and that, not to give excuses, but to do like Abigail did. You take the blame on you, then you save a generation. So we are encouraging women to pray, to stand in the gap, pray for our children, pray for our husbands, pray for the nation. All of us, we see what is going on in the nation, but if a woman is on her knees, we can redeem a generation.
What I was telling the ladies today is that their work was cut out for them before they came. Because the Bible tells us before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you, I consecrated you, I appointed you to the nations. I was calling the women to go beyond their circumstances and take up their work, because our job is to nations. He has called us to disciple the nations, and women have a special place. I told them that woman is more than a gender. It is an office, because a helper, the only other person in scripture who is referred to as a helper is the Holy Spirit. So we come with the strength, we come with the power, we come with the anointing, we come as counselors, we come as helpers. We are packaged to do this work.
Interesting details there. Now we'll take a short break and return with business news.
It's super fast internet. Oh, it's a super camera. It's a super battery. Phone battery full. Yeah, it's a super deal. Get the Kaboya Super from MTN now at a reduced initial deposit of only 49,000 shillings and pay the balance in Pola for as low as 833 shillings per day. Grab this Super Kaboya deal and get 2 GB of free MTN data every month for 8 months. Get the Kaboya Super now from any MTN shop countrywide. Everywhere you go, MTN. Regulated by UCC.
Special announcement from the Baseline Education Census 2025. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports, is conducting the Baseline Education Census 2025. This exercise will cover all learning institutions in the country for both government and private establishments, namely pre-primary, primary, secondary, vocational, and higher institutions of learning. The Baseline Education Census exercise data collection is being conducted in a phased manner, starting with Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area, comprising of districts of Kampala, Mukono, and Wakiso. The rollout to all other regions will commence at the beginning of second term. The Baseline Education Census collects information on learners, teachers, and school facilities to facilitate planning and policy decisions in the education sector. Uganda Bureau of Statistics appeals to the general public, heads of schools and institutions, as well as the local government authorities to cooperate with the BEC enumerators. In a special way, UBOS appeals to all parents of the learners to support the exercise by availing learners with their correct date of birth, national identification number, and learner's identification number. For more information, please call 0772 933 628 or 0743 787 189 from Dr. Chris Mukiza, Executive Director.
Ennaku 3 ez'omuziki enseko n'okuzuula nga weetooloddwa obulungi bw'obutonde nga kw'otadde n'abayimbi abasingayo mu Africa. Sina ate onyumirwa obulamu mu kujaguza obuwangwa bwa Africa obujjuvu ng'obutonde bwe bukuzza obujja. Tukwaniriza mu Milege. Jaguza nga bw'onyumirwa obulamu, omuziki, sinema, ebyokulya, engero n'emboozi. Milege World Music Festival 2025 okuva nga 6 paka nga 8 mu mwezi gw'omukaaga ku Botanical Gardens Entebbe. Okugula tiketi nyiga *M65*2 londako Milege World Music Festival 2025 ogoberere endagiriro. Oba kuba ku noti 753833 oba tukyalire ku website yaffe www.milege.org. Biwagiddwa Entebbe Municipal Council, Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Uganda Wildlife Authority, Civil Aviation Authority, Uganda Tourism Board, Rock Telcom, Ovidian Uganda, 106.5 Energy Radio, Protea Hotel Entebbe, and UBC.
Mikulu Business Expo 2025 inekomyewo wakati w'ennaku z'omwezi 9 paka 11 Mei Lukuku Uma Showgrounds. Event service providers n'aba business endala zonna mwandibadde mweyuna Mikulu Business Expo 2025. Emidaala giri ku mitwalo 6 eno bronze, emitwalo 8 ku silver, ate gold yakakadde kalamba kogata platinum yakamu kitundu. Okuyingira Mikulu Business Expo 2025 kwa 15 zokka. Kati w'osasula omudaala osasulidde ekifo, tenti, emmeeza, entebe 2, kogata amasannyalaze ne security. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba 0701 620 292 oba 0776 620 292. Biteeddwa mu ssente Photogenics Limited, Lean Events, Crane Performers, Chabasa Pharma, BBS Telefina, UBC, Rosie Roots, City Bridals, Joyce Sonko Textiles, Channel Ladies Choice, Njuvu Estates, Junico Rio Deco, Victory Travel Center, Tender Gardens, Eco Farm Pharmacy, Mikolo Magazine, ne Pepsi.
Hey, Okero. Hey, Kajambo. Mukasa. Where are you going with the family? Mugina kudikidamu? Oh no. Hey. We are on our way to the polling station. The Electoral Commission is displaying the National Voters Register. And I need to make sure my name is on it. And Sophie here wants to confirm her voter details. We are all warming up for elections. What about these young men? I can see you. These ones are no longer boys. They are now men. Last election, they were too young to vote. But now, they are ready to vote. Mukasa, you have really inspired me. Now, let me also go home and pick my wife so that we can check the details in the register. Okay. See you on the polling station.
The National Voters Register will be displayed at your polling station from 25th April to 15th May 2025. Please do not miss this chance to confirm your polling station and your voter details. Report the dead for removal from the register and those who appear more than once. Every vote matters. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Uganda.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your areas of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
Welcome back from that short break. Now on to our business reports. The Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development has introduced an apprenticeship program aimed at linking young people to employers as part of efforts to combat youth unemployment in the country. The initiative was announced by State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Esther Anyakun, during the International Youth Fellowship graduation ceremony, where dozens of youth completed free ICT training courses. We have more.
It was suitable for you to get a job during the time when you're looking for a job. But as much as government is trying its best, we also have other programs, like for example the Ministry of Gender. There are so many programs that we are having to make sure that students, children or youth are getting busy, they get skilled through the regional hubs that the President is also having. But as Minister of Gender, we have Juakali projects where we are skilling the youth. We give them facilities, we give them tools, and they go and set up a business. We're also doing apprenticeship where you'll be able to train. After training, we also attach
fellowship. Pastor Kim encouraged well-wishers and skilled individuals to volunteer in training the youth, helping lift them out of poverty.
Still, we need many help together. Actually, it's different volunteer peoples we need together, and also different people who are willing to work together.
Excited graduates of the IYF program expressed their gratitude for the chance to access the free education and practical skills in various fields.
I'm very happy for this opportunity because I've been pursuing beauty and fashion, and it has been my dream doing it, but because of the costs of Uganda, I couldn't make it. When I got this opportunity, I was like, I cannot miss it, because right
now on the international scene, in a major breakthrough, the United States and China have agreed to slash trade tariffs by 115% for a period of 90 days, marking a significant de-escalation in their long-running trade dispute. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced the deal in Geneva, stating that starting May 14th, tariffs on Chinese imports to the U.S. will drop from 145% to 30%, while Chinese tariffs on U.S. goods will fall from 125% to just 10%. The temporary reduction is expected to ease global market tensions, with stock indices and oil prices already rising in response. The agreement also includes plans for continued discussions on broader trade and economic relations, with Bessent representing the U.S. and Vice Premier He Lifeng representing China. We have more details.
Only a video call with. Ambassador Jameson was familiar with two of the other leaders on the delegation from his previous time. So there was very good personal interaction. Both countries represented their national interests very well. We concluded
just searching, still deciding, what am I watching? We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! I'm at my business, enjoying success, nachusa address, all of our progress. We are what? Unstoppable! We are what? Unstoppable! At was to it with what internet? 4K HD, non-stop action. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. Jerry car. With MTN. We are what? Unstoppable.
With you and MTN together, our progress is unstoppable.
We are what? Unstoppable.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
On to our sports news. At least 657 swimmers from 31 clubs participated in the 5th edition of the Silverfin Pentathlon over the weekend at the Kampala International School of Uganda. The Silverfin Pentathlon remains a key pre-nationals fixture on Uganda's swimming calendar every May. Our reporter Mira has more.
Bigger than ever, the 2025 Silverfin Pentathlon attracted impressive numbers, with athletes competing in 5 events, including the individual medley. The swim meet, hosted at the Kampala International School, was by all accounts a resounding success.
This shows that coaches are doing their right job to develop swimmers who can compete in every event, and this will help the swimming fraternity to grow bigger and better.
And it's been growing. As you can see, it's getting bigger, the numbers are better, and as the Uganda Uganda Aquatics, we're very proud to have contributed to officiation and providing a timing system so that the integrity of the event is also boosted. We want to encourage other clubs so that people are swimming all around the calendar. We don't want any idle moments because it's not good for athletes. And yet we got to ensure that we also don't overwork the swimmers. They need to swim enough, but not too much.
Silverfin's female captain, Kala Mogisha, expressed pride in one standout athlete.
I'm sure every swimmer has had a wonderful time. I've not heard of anyone having any issues. I'm really happy for Chimuli Trevor. He's also a swimmer at Silverfin Academy. He has improved tremendously and he was able to do extremely well in his 50 breaststroke. So I have hope for the other Silverfin swimmers. Come nationals, we hope to do even better.
Other top-performing swimmers also shared their experiences.
My favorite race that I did was the 50 meters fly because I came second and I was able to beat one of my best rivals. At this gala, Gabriela she's been very competitive. She has improved a lot and she's been making it a lot harder for me and Peyton to dominate. But yeah, I'm happy she's been improving and gives us more competition and motivates us to perform better. Our age group has been really competitive, 13-14 girls. There's a lot of competition. We're always together, like the last heat all the time.
I've done well in many races, especially 50 breast. Congratulations to Ian Aziku. Making that 29. I'm coming closer to him.
The Silverfin Pentathlon continues to serve as a curtain raiser for the Uganda National Championships scheduled for July. Marsha Mira Victor, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Marsha, for that report. And that brings us to the very end of our bulletin this afternoon. You've been a great viewer. Don't forget to tune in at 7 p.m. on UBC Ledo with Shaidat Nasaku. 8 and 10 p.m. English News Bulletin with Edward Brukidi Kijanangoma. I'm Maureen Babidie. Have a lovely afternoon.
Fourth is the grand finale of the Mall of Africa Tourism Expo 2025. Festival Day at Speak Resort Munyonyo. Experience a vibrant mix of music, dance, fashion, art, a fun-filled kids section, and an epic boat regatta on Lake Victoria. Live on stage, Luthri, Winnie Nwaji, Abeka Band, Otim Alpha, Suna Ben, Sheila Gashumba, Salvador, Alideki Bryant, Crane Performers, and more. General tickets go for 20k and VIP for 50k. Get yours now at tagticketing.com. For what a festival day. Celebrate culture, celebrate Uganda. Don't miss it.
I'd like to thank all our clients, our valued taxpayers, the people that we serve as we collect revenue for building our nation. I thank you very much for the questions you have sent through this program of Buza Commissioner. On behalf of URA, I would like to pledge that we are committed and we will continue to answer all the questions that you ask through this platform. The whole purpose for this program is to ensure that your pain points, your questions are efficiently responded to. So I would like to encourage all our taxpayers who have questions